and Simon Whitlock too this afternoon. But first of all, it's Chizzy, the number 9 seed from St Helens, against the former Lakeside world champion Mark Webster. I'm Chris Murphy, and Rob Malarkey starts us off this afternoon.
Yeah, great to be here today. It's an absolutely cracking atmosphere at Halle 39 here in Hildesheim. It's a 2,800 sellout or so for both sessions today, and
92.
That will be the case for tomorrow as well when we enter the business end of things here in this German Darts Championship. A terrific tournament, a terrific venue, and it's all set up very nicely indeed, as you say, with the
40.
list of players that we've got. The schedule for today really does throw up some standout sides, and this is a pretty decent encounter to get things started as well. Chizzy, haven't seen a great deal of him on the European Tour for some time, not since Gibraltar in fact, when he lost to Nicholson in the second round there. Great to see Webster back on stage as well. We talked about him yesterday, or about his absence from the European Tour during his win over Tedevitz yesterday.
140.
Rode his luck at times, I suppose. Mark Webster got himself into a good position, trailed 2-0 early on, then got himself going, but then really hit back with that 11 dart leg to get the juices flowing, didn't he? And it was a good
100.
battling performance by Mark Webster yesterday.
Yeah, well, he described the match himself as a bit of a mess, but got over the line, and that's the main thing for Mark Webster.
96.
And he has shown signs of a comeback, really. He's been plagued with problems with his technique, his throwing action, the dreaded dartitis, as it's called.
100.
But he seems to have corrected whatever the problem was, and in his last Pro Tour weekend, Webster enjoyed a run to the semi-finals of Players' Championship 15 in Barnsley.
93.
Encouraging signs for the Welshman.
Yeah, certainly he's laid down this objective of making it to the World Championship at the end of the year, and given the way he has rallied, there's every suggestion that he will. But it was a very, very difficult start to 2018 for Mark Webster, as you alluded to there. 74 here then, well, 56 now for Webster. Tops then for Webster for the opener on his throw.
Yeah, he is a tops and tens man, Mark Webster, which is why he would have gone the treble 18 route. Ended up leaving double top. Dave Chisnall, the number 9 seed, on double 9. And an immediate break of throw for Chizzy, who's had injury problems of his own this year. That's why he's been picking and choosing. I believe he had a hernia earlier on this year, Dave Chisnall.
But nothing debilitating him at the moment. One leg to the good and a 180 to start things off.
Well, we'll see plenty of those today.
58.
Of that, I am sure. Dave Chisnall is one of the players most likely to produce them.
He's done it plenty of times before, notably at the Grand Slam fairly recently, wasn't it, where he picked up that nice financial bonus as well. But in control in this
100.
second leg already. He was one of Jeffrey Desvan's victims in Blackpool. He lost 16-8 in the quarter-finals on his latest appearance at the World Match Play. He's in the money once again here.
170.
Well,
Too good.
Yeah, he's left himself 11. Chizzy once hit a 180 to leave. Was it 7 or something like that in the Premier League? It was a typical Chizzy moment.
Debut require 11.
Well, let's see what he can do with this, having left it after 9. Not often you see that, 11 after 9 darts.
Oh, no.
But 0 after 11. Flying start for Chizzy.
Yeah, very productive start for Dave Chisnall already. The winner of this to face either Ian White or Terry Jenkins, who meet later. That's one of, in fact, that's the final match of the day tonight. Ian White against Terry Jenkins. So the
59.
winner of this will have a little time to discover and wait to find out who they'll play in the third round tomorrow.
Yeah, may well, if it goes
100.
the kind of time that we finished last night, may well not find out until they wake up tomorrow.
Well, it might be Sunday morning, yeah.
Here he goes again.
Chizzy is giving this pedal 20 bed an absolute pummeling at the moment.
Well, Mark Webster's not playing the kind of standard that saw him reach that semi-final a couple of months ago in Barnsley, but even if he was, there's not much that he could do to stop Dave Chisnall so far here.
Well, He's in there again. He just can't stay away. It's like a magnet.
3 180s in the last 2 legs, and Dave Chisnall threatening consecutive 11 darters.
100. They require 82.
When Chizzy gets in this sort of groove, he is great to watch.
50.
Mark Webster is in need of a huge check-out just to hang on to his throw, and all ready to try and keep himself in the match, you feel. Or he might just do it.
Unlucky. Chizzy
97.
does, or has,
They require 32.
shown a bit of a love affair with this segment of the board. He was at one time, well, just unstoppable on double eights if he has to go there, but he doesn't.
Dave Chisnall. 4 legged Steve to third place. Game on.
Well, this is more like it. Dave Chisnall, as I said, missing the Danish Darts Open. He skipped the European match play in Hamburg as well. He also missed the Austrian Open in Graz, and just the 1/4 final appearance on the Euro Tour this year. But he's making up for lost time, isn't he?
Well, it's becoming a surprise when he doesn't land a maximum. Such is the quality that Chisnall's been throwing so far. Look at that. The stats do not lie.
Well, that first 9 is just, it's just leaving Webster breathless, isn't it? He just can't catch up. And he's produced back-to-back ton 40s already here. And Webster is just fighting as hard as he can just to stay involved on his throw once again.
Signal of intent from Dave Chisnall. We saw nothing like this yesterday. The highest average was just over 102 from Ron Muhlenkamp, who'll be up against Stephen Bunting in a couple of games' time.
Yeah, that was the only ton plus average of yesterday. There were plenty of winning averages, shall we say, or averages from winning players in the 80s, low 80s in some cases.
How about a 1-2-1 to add to the roll of honour? Double 18, inevitable.
Absolutely irresistible Dave Chisnall here. Power scoring, great finishing as well.
59.
Okay, a couple of missed opportunities in the 3rd leg, but aside from that, the thing is, he's just giving himself lots of room for manoeuvre anyway. 17, 11, 14, 12, very, very neat and tidy stats indeed from Dave Chisnall. That 17 darter was a breaker throw in the opening leg as well.
57.
Couple of quarter-final appearances on the Pro Tour this summer as well. That's been pretty much the extent of his summer as well. Like I say, quarter-final appearance at the World Match Play as well.
Yeah, and he's yet to pick up a title in 2018. He won at least one in each of the previous 3 years.
Yeah, made the final of a Pro Tour event this year, but nothing better than that.
93.
One of the players omitted from the Premier League and World Series events, but he's showing that he still has that elite level of play, and it's too much for Webster to handle.
96. David require 81.
And again, he's got 6 darts from here as well on the Webster throw. Yep, he's found the treble. So he's looking at double 18 once again. And once again he finds double 18. And this is a real blink and you miss it match to start things off on day 2 of the German Darts Championship. This is a very, very high standard, a very high bar set by Dave Chisnall for the rest to live up to. And look at that, the average is still sky high here as well.
Yeah, another 11 darter to move within 1. And the average continues to rise for Dave Chisnall. This could be up there with the best we've seen on the Euro Tour. .116 and going up and up.
140.
That's just below the ceiling, isn't it? Look at this.
The disparity in the averages of 34 points. Dave Chisnall He's producing something rather special here. The fifth 180. That takes the average above 120.
$140. Dave requires 41.
And we're running out of words to describe this performance. Sensational.
Brilliant.
It's over, Paul. It's over, Dave. And it's over a lot quicker than Mark Webster would have hoped, but not much he could do against that. A staggering start to today's action as Dave Chisnall fires in 118.66 average in a 6-0 whitewash against Mark Webster. If that is a standard setter for today, stay tuned at the German Darts Championship.
Was für ein Match von Dave Chisnall. Applaus aber auch für den Spider Mark Webster. Chizzy mit einem 118er Average hier im ersten Match des Nachmittags. Wow! Huh? Sometimes it's so easy, right?
Well, it looks easy. I played Mark loads of times. I always bring me a game against Mark and done it again today, so I'm happy with it.
Average of 118.
Once it's going, it goes. I could play tomorrow, I could have a 92. Different days. I'm happy the way I played. Maybe the 6 weeks I've had off has done me good.
Keep that. Thank you very much. Dave Chisnall ist selbst erstaunt, dass es so ein Average war.